Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now tomorrow is the deadline for anyone who has an intention to file a dispute on presidential election result that was announced by Wafula Chebukati declaring William Samoei Ruto as president-elect. And seemingly, Railaodinga together with the Azimio coalition are ready with lots of evidence, a watertight evidence, to make sure that William Samoei Ruto declaration is overturned. Wanasema hiyo ilikuwa matokeo ya Wafula Chebukati. So we'll see after this case is going to start. So Azimio have up to midnight tomorrow to present their petition at the Supreme Court. And the nation has shared what Railaodinga has in store to present at the Supreme Court. So we just want to go through it, but please just remember to subscribe as we continue with this conversation. And again, just give our video thumbs up as we go on. Raila's secret card in the clash with IEBC at the Supreme Court. What you need to know. The team comprised of senior counsel Feroz Norji, Philip Murgor, James Orengo, and Amos Wako intends to table a damning audit report that warned of rogue IEBC employees. The drafting of the petition by lawyers assembled by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party is at a advanced stage to be filed by tomorrow's Supreme Court imposed 2 p.m. deadline. The Azimio's team brief is to secure a declaration that Ruto was not validly declared president-elect. Azimio presidential candidate Railaodinga will file at the Supreme Court load of documents and evidence material aimed at convincing judges that the Electoral Commission was involved in a series of fraudulent manipulation calculated to deny him a win in August 9th general election. Multiple accounts by people familiar with the ongoing effort to mount watertight presidential petition point to a strong determination by the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition to pursue the apex court to overturn President-elect William Ruto's win in their candidate's favor. The team comprised, among others, senior counsel Frozen Oldin, Philip Murgor, James Orengo, and Amos Wako. Tulikuwa tumesoma hiyo. Intended to table a damning audit report that warned of rogue independent electoral and boundary commission IEBC employees who had unfettered log credential to single-handedly manipulate the voters register, including having the power to transfer polling station without any oversight. It continues. The audit report by the consulting firm KPMG, which was submitted to IEBC top brass less than a week to the publication of the final vote register that was used in the just concluded election, also captured case of hundreds of thousands of voters who were either double registered, were registered using expired passport or fictitious ID card numbers. In early July, IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati announced that the commission had suspended and reported to the Director of Public Prosecution 3 of its employees who were involved in the irregular transfer of voters, but the Azimio team will seek to convince the court that no remedial action was taken to stop the illegal manipulation, leaving open a window that was used to suppress the Azimio presidential candidates' votes. The drafting of petition by lawyers assembled by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party is at the advanced stage to be filed by tomorrow's Supreme Court imposed 2 p.m. deadline. Supporting the senior counsels that Mr. Odinga has assembled will be equally seasoned legal mind, including Professor Tom Ojienda, Daniel Manzo, Otiende Amolo, and Mutula Kilonzo Jr. This time round, Mutula atakuwa kwa kazi. A separate legal team is undertaking research and compiling data to form part of the evidence of the alleged electoral illegalities and irregularities. The team is led by constitutional lawyer Paul Mwangi, Mr. Raila Odinga's longtime legal consultant. The team's brief is to secure a declaration that Ruto was not valid declared president-elect. While spoiling for an epic legal showdown, Mr. Ruto's Kenya Kwanza alliance is said to have put together a team that will be led by President Uhuru Kenyatta's former lawyer Fred Ngatia and Ahmed Nasir, both senior counsels. Other lawyers in the team include Andrew Kamoto, Ellis Mutuma, Collins Kipruno, and Emmanuel Kibet. The Azimio legal team petition is intended to cast the net wide and far in seeking to convince the 7-judge bench to nullify the presidential election result, as happened in 2017 when the court ordered a repeat of the race that pitted President Uhuru Kenyatta against Mr. Odinga as the top candidate. They intend to table evidence showing that irreparable split within the commission made it impossible to procedurally verify tallying and publicly announce results, which they argue would have shown a different outcome from what Mr. Chebukati pronounced on Monday. Let's continue. Mr. Chebukati declared Mr. Ruto the president-elect having gained 7.1 million votes, while Mr. Odinga's tally added up to 6.9 million votes. The lawyers will cite an abnormal turnout of voters in some parts of the country in favor of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, suspect application of electoral device used in vote registration and voting and irregularities and discrepancies in the final results. They will also argue the Electoral Commission's decision to grant universal access of Form 334A, B, and C in the online portal opened a window for manipulation of the documents, which they will prove by tabling an audit report. They will seek to convince Chief Justice Martha Kome's team that tallying was not fully completed at the time Mr. Chebukati declared Mr. Ruto as the winner of the polls since the result of 26 constituencies were not yet verified. The IEBC was hit by a fallout that pitted 4 commissioners against 3, making a diffusion in the hour lead to the announcement of the poll result. The petition claimed that the final tally announced by Mr. Chebukati is invalid since the commission never sat to verify and consider spoiled votes. A splinter group of 4 members led by Chairperson Juliana Cherel walked out of the Bomas of Kenya to announce their disassociation with the final result at the Serena Hotel. They cite opaqueness in the process. Mr. Chebukati was left with the minority composed of 3 members. On the register, the strategy is to lay down doubt on the credibility of the role of voter based on the KPMG audit. The report revealed the existence of 10 users named Embakasi South clerks. There were 4 additional but unauthorized IT users. Additionally, there were 11 active generic accounts on the automated biometric system ABIS application and another 2 ABIS users with the same login identification. Further security of the register revealed that the RO, returning officer, user account in IDMS were not allocated to the name users. The petition also raises issues with the suspension of IEBC officials who were allegedly involved in irregularities, but it failed to disclose how it managed the issues. With regard to the IEBC online portal, it is alleged that the Electoral Commission made a legal mistake by making available the election form 34A and B to the public. Although the Commission says making them public was intended to promote transparency based on a Supreme Court 2017 decision, the petition claimed that the legal requirements was for electronic transparent transmission of election result but not opening of the portal to all and sundry. It is alleged that the portal was exposed to hacking and the documents were exposed to manipulation. On the questionable voter turnout, the petition indicated data was doctored and turnout inflated in some constituencies within the Mount Kenya region to be in favor of Dr. Ruto. It is alleged that the tally of votes cast for the other elective positions such as governor, senator, woman rep, representative was lowered by hundreds of thousands of votes compared to that of the president. The petition will ask IEBC to disclose what was the actual data of voter turnout captured in the Kenya Integrated Electoral Management System KIEMS kit, and how many votes were identified through the manual register. Azimio agency were allegedly chased away from polling centers at the beginning of polling in the Mount Kenya region on claim that Azimio is not a political party. That is the entire story shared by the nation. I think this does not need much explanation. Definitely it is self-explanatory just to understand the case that Raila has filed and what we expect from the Supreme Court. See you in our next video.